Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and the Warriors. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City, the first ever Sunday afternoon edition of Battle Court. I am Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman, as always. How you doing today, Stu?
Fantastic, Andrew. Looking forward to an exciting matchup between the Fireballs and the Warriors.
Getting started with a fifth-ranked doubles matchup here. Let's introduce the two teams. Why wait, Stu? For the Fireballs, Hernandez and Cabrera. Great start for that fifth-ranked doubles team. Undefeated, 2 wins, 0 losses. Their opponents, Williams and Manny. We've seen them in some different jerseys before. Back together here for the Warriors now in spring 24. Williams and Manny 1-0, played one match so far this season. With that, folks, we are ready to begin our opening match of 6 between the Fireballs and the Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin the first of our Battle Court matches. Hernandez will serve for the Fireballs. Hernandez serves. We've begun. Here's a catch by Manny. Comes over the top. Hernandez on the catch. Backhand. Powerful throw. Big backhand by Cabrera. Manny looks for the rebote. Catch by Hernandez. He winds up. Powerful costado to the inside. Manny's there. Rotate forehand by Hernandez. Here's the catch. Backhand. Robote coming out. Robote left side by Williams. 2-all stop by Williams. There's the backhand, and Cabrera's there. Tip by Hernandez. First point of this match goes to Williams and Manny.
Really well played opening point to get us started today. That's one that Hernandez probably doesn't need. If he's reaching in there with one hand, it's going to be a ball that Cabrera can handle comfortably on the bounce, and he's proven, if anything this season, that he can make those catches on the left side pretty consistently.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Manny. Backhand by Cabrera. Here's Cabrera on the backhand from the 9 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for William and Manny of the Warriors. Williams serves.
Smart play so far. I mean, not many shots from this Warriors fifth-ranked doubles team. They're going to try to out-rally you, out-catch you. So far, so good. 2 points up on the board early on.
Hernandez picks
That's a
the
great
serve,
shot.
drops it inside to score. That is beautifully played by Hernandez. Hernandez off the drop shot, scoring. Fireballs with 1, Warriors with 2. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, Williams outside defending the 2-all. What does Hernandez do? Drop it inside with Manny hanging a little deep in the backcourt. Smart shot to get his team on the board.
Fault underserve. Battle Court rules allow for second serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote saved by Manny, caught by Hernandez. Hernandez again to the inside. Good effort by Williams. We're tied up, 2 points apiece. The drop shot to the inside, scoring and working for Hernandez.
Yeah, felt the pressure that time. Saw Williams cutting back inside, expecting a drop shot. Quick release just above the pad, but you see here Williams coming in, moving pretty fast towards the inside. Hard to line that one up as it's floating on the side wall. Saw how effective the drop shot was for Iturbide this past Friday night. Hernandez showing you here again on Sunday. Well done.
Backhand by Manny. Cabrera, nice catch. Nice backhand. Here's Williams. Backhand by Williams. Rebote coming out. Hernandez on the rebote, low and inside. Manny's there. Cabrera, backhand. Low and hard to the inside. Manny's there. Splitter, stopped by Manny. Karen by Manny, stopped by Hernandez. Hernandez powerfully from the forehand, it scores. Tremendous forehand by Hernandez working. 3 points for Hernandez and Cabrera. Hernandez serves.
I think Hernandez is starting to figure out you don't want to rally with Manny. When you have the opportunity to kill the point, whether it's a 2-all, whether it's Cortada, blasting inside, got to make life as difficult for your opponent as possible. That one just tipped by Manny. First lead, 3 straight for the Fireballs.
Big right side by Manny, caught in the air by Hernandez. Hernandez blasts it low and hard. It's picked up by Manny and a great catch. Cabrera, fine catch, and a nice backhand. Here's Manny. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Low runner to the inside, Manny's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Another great catch by Cabrera. Ball tipped in the backcourt by Manny. That's a 4th point for Hernandez and Cabrera. Hernandez serves.
Great energy early on for this Warriors team, but slowing down just a bit. These are lengthy rallies, and they don't have quite the offense to compete with Hernandez up there in the front court. See if Manny starts to make it happen from the back.
Here's the catch by Manny. Manny comes out to make the rebote. Cabrera moves up to catch it in the air. Powerful forehand, a little wonky bounce. Manny missed the rebote, 5 points for Hernandez and Cabrera. Possible set point.
Yeah, you noted it, Stu. Bit of a wonky bounce off the side back wall, really killed the speed, forcing Manny kind of almost trapped under the bridge right there, trying to play it deep in the backcourt. Couldn't get enough on it to continue the rally. What a turnaround here. Hernandez and Cabrera, 5 straight points, looking for the opening set.
Beautiful catch by Manny off an excellent serve by Hernandez. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand turned hard by Hernandez. Backhand by Cabrera. Big backhand by Manny. Hernandez, forehand Robote. Wall to wall. Hernandez makes that catch up at the 4-line, blasts it home to score. Point and set for the Fireballs, Hernandez and Cabrera. 1 minute, 30 seconds goes on the board. We will come back out and play our next set. So the battle court portion of the afternoon now underway. Just completed the first set of today's first match, featuring Fireballs, Hernandez and Cabrera going up against Williams and Manny. There we are in the ESPN3 players cage. See the Fireballs team around Hernandez. They're in the foreground. In the background, see Nicholas consulting with Manny. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Start off with a beautiful 2-wall here by Hernandez. What a stop by Williams. Really solid catch. Then Hernandez going to 2, not 1, but 2. Drop shots to the inside. Decidedly good effort by Williams to try to stop those, but they were too well thrown. Hernandez now has one powerfully from the right side. Just a bit too much power in crossing the side wall where Manny's not able to return it.
Beautiful catch there on the numbers, and then look at that low hard forehand. Yeah, not there on the Robote. 6-2. Fireballs, Hernandez and Cabrera looking to improve to 3-0. They could take one of these next 2 sets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Williams serves. Our second set has begun. There's the backhand. Backhand by Cabrera. Scoop by Manny. Here's the backhand. Lifts it high into the back wall. Robote coming out to Hernandez. Carom by Manny, scooped up but not held on to. First point of the second set goes to Williams and Manny. Williams will serve for the Warriors.
And smart play. Manny just has to keep the defense honest, move him around a little bit. Maybe not the best 2-wall, but came up and in on Hernandez, forcing that tip.
Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Cortada attempt at the pad, and the pad is bad. They're tied up at 1 point apiece.
Trying to thread the needle there just above the pad, ultimately dropping a little bit low. You don't need to throw it that perfect. Even a soft cortada coming off the side wall is difficult for you, the opposing back quarter. You have to hit the front wall. Can't sacrifice the point.
There's the backhand by Cabrera. Beautiful catch by Cabrera in the backcourt. His catch on the forehand of Manny. Cabrera again, backhand from the 10 line, nicely thrown. Manny, Wonky bounce. Makes the save. Here's Hernandez from the 5 line. Powerful throw. Low and hard. Manny for the rebote. He dug it out. Here's Hernandez from the 6 line. Powerful costado. Caught by Manny. Cabrera will keep it on the left side. Backhand to the inside. Rebote coming out. Williams on the rebote save. Here's a catch by Cabrera. Beautiful catch. Manny on the backhand. Rebote forehand. Split placement stopped by Williams. Williams hard throw. Caught by Cabrera. To the corner. Rebote forehand by Manny. Catch by Hernandez. Missed rebote. 2 points for Hernandez and Cabrera. Hernandez serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And as a traditional backcourter, we saw Hernandez struggle with that rebote in his singles matchup versus Robin. Up here in doubles, looks a little more comfortable. It's more time to set up for it. Look it into the cesta and play that rebote. So far, so good. 2-1 lead now. Fireball's looking to extend it with control of the serve.
Beautiful serve by Hernandez. Keeps Manny deep. What a catch by Cabrera at the side wall, pulling it off the side wall. Williams gets in there. Cabrera, forehand. Hernandez, fine catch at the 5 line. Drop shot. Too much to the inside. Manny's got it. What a catch by Cabrera at the 11 line. Hernandez gets in there. Filo to the outside. Powerfully, powerfully thrown and scoring. That is 3 points for Hernandez and Cabrera. Hernandez serves.
A couple more shots now coming from the costado of Hernandez, shooting the outside placement. Gives your opponent less time to react. You throw it right at him. Really tough to line it up on the bounce.
On the replay there, what a beautiful catch by Cabrera. He's been spot on. Backhand by Manny. Rebote for Hernandez. Low and inside. Here's Manny on the catch. Hernandez keeps on the left side. 2-all. Stopped by Williams. Williams goes high. This is going to the outside. Rebote saved to the inside by Cabrera. Outside placement. Scores. Interference was requested and denied. 1 point for Williams and Manny. Point 4, Williams and Manny.
Yeah. Taking a break here. 5-minute injury timeout going up. Something with the offhand there of Hernandez.
So a couple things happened there, ladies and gentlemen. First thing was that interference was requested. Now, there was contact between the players that does not automatically constitute a interference. The judge ruled that he was not going to get that he didn't have a sufficient play on the ball.
And I got to say, I think I have to agree. I mean, that ball was close, but almost by him by the time he put his hands up. So that's good. Look at this.
See here, we see him go to the outside. You see, the ball was about by him. So we understand the call, but if you look at his finger, his finger is cockeyed.
Yeah, that's not
the way. In fact, it looks like 2 fingers are cockeyed. So that's the reason for the injury timeout.
Look at that.
That is the reason for the timeout is. And within this 5-minute period, he has to decide whether or not he can continue. if he's not able to continue, a lower ranked player would go in as a substitute.
Right, but with this team, it's Hernandez and Cabrera. Hernandez the 4, Cabrera the 5. So the only other player that could come in would be Jedden if Hernandez is unable to go. Again, it is not a review here. We're just in the injury timeout. Hernandez dealing with a left hand injury. Again, he does have the full 5 minutes here. We're at about 3:10 on the clock. He's got to make a decision within those 5 minutes. If he can continue to play, Hernandez will come out. If he's unable to continue, Jedden will step in. And I believe it probably would stay the same with Jedden up in the front and Cabrera in the backcourt. But they would be able to court swap in that case as well. That means moving a front court to the back or a back court to the front. Now let's take another look right here. So that's the interference request that was not granted, but you see there, I mean, look at the pinky and ring finger on his left hand. I mean, those are nearly a 45-degree angle. That is not what you want to see.
So he dislocated.
Yeah,
the
for
report
sure.
from the trainer is that he dislocated 2 fingers, but he is going to try to play. Kudos to him.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, just for the willingness to come back, given it's not on his throwing hand.
Again, just a minute, 30 seconds now in the injury timeout. We are hearing that Hernandez will try to give it a go.
That he's going to tape those fingers up.
Yeah, but they were confirmed. Dislocated. I mean, you could see pretty easily in that look right there. You see Hernandez making his way back onto the court right now. It is a 3-2 lead for Hernandez and Cabrera. And Williams and Manny will have the serve. Again, look, I don't know when it happened. It's got to be, oh yeah, right there when he's pushing off of Williams, but they give pretty easily. Again, it's the pinky and ring finger on the left hand of Hernandez. Had to be right there. Had to be right there. He is back on the court. Gave it a throw.
Sway needs to see, because again, when you're throwing backhand, you need that left hand. The cesta is on the right hand. See him consulting there with his teammates. Again, that's one throw. That left hand goes on top of the right hand, top of the cesta. You'll see him throw here again. I mean, you want to talk about tough.
Yeah, this is
Hernandez's
next level
other
stuff.
playing name is Duke. And when you think about Duke, think about Duke. I mean, Andrew, that's a little bit before your time, but think about the classic character, Duke Wayne. Hernandez will continue with 2 dislocated fingers. He'll continue. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Backhand by Manning. That ball hits the overhead screen. That's a 4th point for Hernandez and Cabrera. Reminder of the scoring in battle court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
See Hernandez gutting it out. I mean, this matchup in the front court probably a little bit easier than his next match when he's in the back court with Jedden up in front of him. He's going to use that left side a little bit more, which you talked about. Can need that left hand a little more on the backhands.
That ball took a big bounce, and Cabrera handled it beautifully. What a catch by Hernandez. There's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. This rebote is coming all the way to the foreline. Turned successfully back inside along the wall by Williams. That was beautiful. Light touch on the return. Williams is there. Cabrera, great catch. Nice backhand. Here's Manny. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote forehand is missed. 3 points for Williams and Manny with the Warriors. Williams serves. Here's the backhand by Cabrera, catch by Manny. Cabrera's there, here's the backhand. Powerful backhand, dropping low to the back wall. Scoot by Cabrera. There's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Hernandez, big backhand. That ruled to have touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4-4 is the score. Now we're playing to 6 points. Williams serves.
Ruled to have touched. Again, not that overhead screen necessarily, but the rail just above the front wall, also out of play. A little bit more difficult to tell when it hits, but back judge with a good view of it.
Cabrera gets in there, makes the backhand. Low runner. Stopped almost by Manny. That is 5 points for Hernandez and Cabrera. This is possible match point for the Fireballs.
Some crucial early game day points for the Fireballs. A tough schedule for them, but if they can secure these 1.5, good chance for them to sneak out the win in this game day.
Good catch by Manny. Here's the backhand. Manny over the top. Cabrera, nice scoop high on the left side. Backhand. Here's the catch and the backhand there by Cabrera. Cabrera, fine catch, backhand from the 10 line, passes. Here's the rebote for Williams. Catch by Hernandez. Hernandez, hard throw. Beautiful scoop by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Manny, backhand. Rebote is missed on the forehand of Hernandez. It is 5-5, so set point for the Warriors. White and black. Match point for the Fireballs in blue.
And second missed rebote to that right side of Hernandez. See if the Warriors can get that to pass, trying to get him to play those right side rebotes. Some of their best offense so far in this one, looking to push this to a third set. They need this point.
Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Big backhand. Rebote for Williams. Here's a catch by Hernandez. Powerful throw. Catch by Manny. Ball's moving up. Cabrera makes the catch. Big backhand by Cabrera. Scoot by Cabrera. Powerful throw. Manny on the catch. 2-all is going to sail wide. That is point. Now, that point will take us to a third set. That ball touched.
So we're just figuring out exactly what happened. So this right here, so this is enhanced interference. This is enhanced interference right here. You have to give the throwing player full room to make that throw. If there is any contact with the opposing player as you make
That's
the
right.
throw.
That is enhanced interference. The call is enhanced interference. When Manny swung his cesta back, it made contact with Cabrera. That's enhanced interference. The point goes to Williams and Manny.
Again, the chief judge make the final determination there. Just some clarity on that rule exactly and what's supposed to happen.
Chief judge has made the final call. The final ruling is that there was contact.
All right, folks, so this is what's going on. This is not a reviewable play, so the referee has to call that one live. It was not called. There was some discussion.
It was not called on the court.
Right. And there was discussion.
Chief judge believed that he saw it, but it was not called on the court, and it is not replayable.
Yeah. Can't change that type of call. We can review the boundary line calls. But the match is over. That point goes to Hernandez and Cabrera. It's out of play. 6-5. They take the second set and the match. So first points of the game day go to the Fireballs. You know, it's one of those calls, everybody sees it. Going back to the, I think the NFC Championship game between the Rams and the Saints, there was an obvious pass interference call, but it wasn't called by the official. And that's not a reviewable play. You can't go back and change a call, even if everybody in the world saw it. If the referee didn't see it, he can't go back and determine that the point should have gone to the other team. So that was the discussion between the chief judge and the back judge. And the back judge, plain and simple, said, hey, I didn't get a look at it. I can't make that call. So even though you saw it on the replay, yes, that is enhanced interference, but that's just a miss there by the official.
All right, guys, congratulations on winning that match. That was a bit of a confusing end to that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Yeah, we are happy because we win, but it's a little confused with the judge because they say that that Manu don't touch him. So it is a controversy because you know, the judge say one thing, then the TV say another thing, but you know, it's the game. This is the game. So.
And Hernandez, I have to ask you, you dislocated both your fingers
Yeah.
during that match. What got into you to go and
Yeah,
get out there and continue
because
the match?
when I go to the ball, I do it with him. I touch with the fingers, and the fingers go back. So it's dislocate. They put him back, but it's a little bit pain when I throw with the left side. So let's see what happens for the next game.
Well, Hernandez, wishing you a speedy recovery with the fingers, and
Yeah.
again, congratulations on winning that first match of the day.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Coming up next, about 40 seconds away from a top-ranked doubles match, always fun. We're going to have Inaki and Amiga Reina for the Fireballs taking on Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. So Inaki and Amiga Reina 0-1 to begin this season. Douglas and Nicholas 1-0. And with Amiga Reina, the only new player Battle Court in Spring 24 on the court right now. Bit of a learning curve with that. Takes, I mean, for most guys, about a month or two to get used to this court, the bounce, the ball. Nicholas is solid as a backcourter as they come. Douglas has been playing great so far this season. Let's get into this top-ranked doubles match right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match. The Inaki and Amigarena serve to Douglas and Nicholas. There's a serve. This doubles match is underway. Backhand to the inside. Great catch by Amigarena. Hard return. Wall to wall. Douglas lining up the rebote. Plays it to the inside. Amigarena again. Backhand. Douglas reaching up on the forehand. Dropped inside. That's well placed. Better catch by Inaki. Nicholas pulled the set down at the last second. Douglas comes back for a tough save. Inaki on the forehand, controls it at the foreline, gets it overhead to pass. Nicholas trying to line it up, but that ball died off the back wall. Inaki and Amigarena first up on the board. Our second match. Here's the backhand by Amigarena, stopped up overhead by Nicholas. Forehand rebote by Douglas, played to the inside. Amigarena runs around it. His backhand, high and hard to Nicholas. Rebote forehand, Douglas caught the corner. Inaki on the forehand. Back to the inside. It's going to be a three-wall play. Nicholas digs it out. It's a two-wall. Stopped up overhead, Inaki. That one kicked low and in the pad. Pad is bad. 1-1. Douglas and Nicholas serve. Low runner to the inside. Here's Nicholas, backhand. Dropping low for Amigarena. Big backhand, forehand rebote laid up. Good catch by Amigarena. Amigarena back beyond the 13 line. This one dropped inside. Douglas, backhand. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Laid up by Inaki to the inside. Nicholas lets it pass. He's got the rebote. Amigarena, forehand to the inside. Douglas comes cross court. He cuts it off. Ups the backhand to Amigarena. Forehand rebote. Kept it inside. Three-wall play. Amigarena turns it. Douglas scoop. Inside placement is missed. Well played point goes to the Warriors. They lead it 2-1.
Douglas continuing an aggressive style of play that we saw in the practices before this match began. Well done.
Backhand, caught by Nicholas at the 12. Launches this one. Amigarena, backhand from the 12 line. Trying to get this one to pass. Nicholas steps back. Nicholas now up at the 11. Low running backhand. Kicks up out of the reach of Inaki. Amigarena. Backhand. Low runner. Douglas is there. Big bouncer controlled on the left side of Nicholas. Low runner again. Inaki backing in. Takes it at the 9 line. One dropping low. Amigarena. Another backhand. Stopped by Nicholas. Nicholas puts it on the wall. Inaki let it pass. Calls off the rebote on the back end. Drops it inside. Here's Nicholas. Inaki again calls him off. Rebote save from the left side. Nicholas up at the 10. High hard back in. This one out of reach. Rebote. Nicholas on the hop. Brings it in up at the 9. The powerful backhand. Stopped by Amigarena. Rebote forehand. Douglas powers it inside. Good catch by Amigarena. Lines it up. Backhand 2-wall. Caught in the air. Here's Douglas. Cortada. Scooped up by Inaki. Great catch by Nicholas. Crossing deep in the backcourt. Inaki again from the Costado. Inside placement. Nicholas reads it. One kicking up and out. Inaki lays it up again. Nicholas now from the 9 line. Nicholas between the 11 and 12. Dropping low. Forehand controlled by Amigarena. Outside placement. Douglas out of the way. Nicholas made the save. Outside. Here's Inaki. Another forehand. Low and hard. And scoring. 2-2. Tied up.
Tremendous forehand by Inaki, passing to the inside well enough out of the reach of Nicholas. He got a good hold of it. Scoped out where Nicholas was standing, past him to the inside.
Nicholas takes a serve on the left side. Hard backhand. Amigarena got there before it crossed. Oh, runner right on the numbers for Nicholas now. Will clip off the sidewall. Nicholas takes it on the forehand. Shoots it inside. This one crossing. Amigarena elects to play the rebote. He makes a save. Douglas on the forehand. Up at the 5. Back to the inside. Caught in the air by Amigarena. Great read. Hard backhand. Here's Nicholas now. Ball to wall from the left side. Inaki just lays it up. Nicholas going to keep it on the left side. Another backhand. Lower and harder. Here's Amigarena. This one pushed to the outside. This one lands in. Douglas plays the rebote on the back end to keep it going. Inaki calling him off on the rebote, lays it up from the left side. No play for Douglas, comes back to Nicholas. Rebote kept inside. Nicholas takes it off the sidewall. Another backhand. It's Amigarena. Low runner inside. Here's Douglas. Backhand. This one lobbed up. Rebote's coming out. Inaki backpedals into position, drops it inside. Nicholas runs around it. Another aggressive call by Inaki. Makes the save just above the pad. Nicholas now from the 10 line. Just out of reach. Rebote laid on the back end. Douglas not going to get there. Nicholas forehand. And then Amigarena backing up. He's got it. Nice control on the forehand. To the inside. Nicholas reaching up. Amigarena launches this one. Comes shooting off the back wall. Quick turn by Douglas. Amigarena again. To the backhand. Inside. Here's Amigarena up at the 10. Another powerful backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Douglas waiting for it. Puts it up the middle. Where it scores. 3-2 lead for Douglas and Nicholas.
Amigarena playing fantastic, making catches on the forehand and the backhand. Backhand obviously is preferred. His preferred side. Just some tremendous catches there on the left side. Obviously Nicholas catching ball after ball after ball. Douglas, a little bit more power than we're used to seeing out of him. Inaki definitely seems more comfortable than he did the first couple weeks.
Here's Amigarena on the left side. Low runner, scooped up by Nicholas deep in the backcourt. This one kicking up and out. Rabote, left side for Inaki. Nicholas from the 11 line, played inside. Good catch by Amigarena. There's the backhand. Rabote, Douglas powers it inside, out of reach, cutting inside for Inaki, drops it back over the top. Goes from the 11, wall to wall, beautiful backhand. Inaki stays with it. The 6 line, gonna pass to Nicholas, what a play. Amigarena ripped that one off the numbers. Big backhand now, just out of reach. Douglas, blown for the Rabote, played inside. Amigarena, nice control on the forehand again, outside placement. Got by Douglas, not gonna get by Nicholas. Great defense on the outside. Amigarena backed up to the glass, another forehand. This one kept inside for Douglas, taking off the numbers, backhand. Amigarena running with it to the outside. Was able to cut this one off. Powerful throw out of reach. Douglas, Rabote, pushed back up the middle. Inaki stops it overhead off his footing. Cortada, Nicholas, great read, got there easily. Powerful backhand. Nicholas steps out of the way. Douglas, Rabote save inside to Amigarena. Quarters trading throws here. This one finally coming out. Rabote laid up. He just makes the save. No play for Douglas. Nicholas rather coming from the backcourt. Clears the overhead screen. Inaki just does get out there. Puts it above the pad. Nicholas again. Quick release. Low running backhand. Rabote saved by Amigarena. Douglas now the Costado back to the inside. Caught in the air by Amigarena. What a point. Rabote left side, Nicholas puts it up the middle. No play for Inaki. Amigarena again, forehand, straight to the outside. Nicholas maybe on the Rabote, got assist on it.
What a point.
But that scores for the Fireballs to tie it up 3-3.
You know, everybody played great, but you really got to hand it to Amigarena.
Yeah.
Not only did Douglas throw that at him as hard as he possibly could, maybe he's possible, yeah, I don't know, he could throw harder than that. But Amigarena caught it, hung in there, and turned off, finishing it off with a shot. Outside placement. He doesn't throw a lot of them, but no one was waiting. Look, Douglas was mid-court, and Nicholas was in the process of walking back in. I haven't seen him throw many shots, but that worked very effectively.
Well, runner by Nicholas, taken in the air. Here's Amigarena, backhand. Stopped overhead. Nicholas now from the backcourt. Puts it inside Amigarena. Backhand. One opens up. Douglas has got it overhead. Douglas powers it inside. Oh, 3 wall. Amigarena just out of the way. Inaki has the Rabote. High, hard backhand now. Douglas comes back for it. Forehand save inside. Here's Inaki straight to the outside where it scores. The splitter. Split them up. 4-3 lead.
It's an excellent throw by Inaki. No, Douglas was waiting for something to go outside. He was there. Beautifully thrown by Inaki to score.
Nicholas on the backhand, big backhand right in the corner, cutting inside, Inaki. Back to the forehand of Nicholas. Over his head, Inaki cuts this one off, backhand. Nicholas going up for it. One push back up the middle. Amigarena from the left side, big backhand, crossing, no problem for Nicholas, takes it off the sidewall, big backhand. Just does clear Inaki. He's gonna get out there, plays it inside. What a scoop by Nicholas. Amigarena, a big backhand, this one coming way out. Douglas on the Rabote, this one coming back to Amigarena. Off balance, drops it over the top now, looking for the big bounce. Nicholas caught it on the forehand high. That one clears again. Inaki back inside, good read by Nicholas. Low runner now, Amigarena all alone. He scooped it up. That ball is missed. Great play by the Fireballs. They have a 5-3 lead, possible set point.
I don't mean to keep going back to Amigarena, but I'm going back to him. This is the best that I've ever seen him play.
Rightfully so.
There's always a question of how long it's going to take players to adjust to the court. Sometimes it's usually been a case a month. This is the best I have seen Amiga Arena play, scooping in the back, making points from the outside. Everybody in the court's playing great, but Amiga Arena absolutely stands out. Phenomenal play here by this backcourt at number 44.
I said going into it, the only new player out of the 4 competing, and you wouldn't know it based on his performance so far. New to this court, that is. Forehander Bote. Inaki makes the save to the inside. Good catch by Nicholas. Hard backhand. Here's Amiga Arena. Powerfully thrown, shooting off the back wall. Douglas lays it up, wall to wall. What a rebote by Douglas. Inaki stays with it. This one out of reach. Douglas again. This one kept inside, low and hard. Amiga Arena picks it off the floor. Rifles the backhand. Nicholas stops it. Low runner again. Nicholas steps up, takes it in the air. He's up at the 11 line. Slows it down on the numbers in the corner. Inaki makes the save from the right side. Nicholas reaches up high into the backhand, coming in low and hard, just out of reach. And the rebote's not there. It extends the set. 4 points for Douglas and Nicholas, still a possible set point for the Fireballs.
Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. You can see Nicholas there tying his cesta. Basically, the hand sits flat on top of the wicker basket. Little piece of felt in there. Leather glove goes on top of it, and the only thing that holds that hand in there, it's not like they're holding on to a stick or anything, is that long tie.
Fault over serve. Second serve for Douglas. Second serve is good. Amiga Arena from the left side. Powerful backhand. Right to Nicholas. Inaki coming back for it. Rebote, big bounce. Controlled again by Nicholas on the left side. The backhand opens up. Stopped by Amiga Arena. Good control. This one going to pass. 3 walls. Douglas, left side of Bote. Dropped just above the pad. Big call. Amiga Arena's got it. Low runner again. Inaki, early call. He's got the rebote. High off the front wall. Big bounce. Good control by Nicholas deep in the backcourt. Nicholas from the 11. Backhand a little lower and harder. Amiga Arena stops it. One opens up to the outside. Douglas gonna stay with it. He does. Just saves it. Big bounce again controlled. Nicholas backhand to the inside. Amiga Arena cuts it off. The 10 low runner trying to get that one on the bounce. Nicholas steps up. Nicholas now at the 10. Big backhand. This one passes. Rebote to the forehand of Inaki. Makes the save on a knee. Douglas let that one pass. Nicholas from the backcourt. Shoots it to the inside. Another 3-wall play. Another save on the left side of Inaki. Nicholas forehand trying to get it to pass. Nice lofting throw does. This one kept inside. Douglas coming cross court. Backhand. Takes Inaki up to the 4 line. To the inside. Nicholas all alone. He scooped it up. Inaki again. A little more power. Better catch by Nicholas right off the sidewall. That rebote got away from him up in the overhead screen. We are at 5-5. This is set point. That serve will score for the set. The ace ends it 6-5 in favor of Douglas and Nicholas. So the Warriors come back. They win the final 3 points of that set for the win. A tough set for the Fireballs. They were in full control. Both players looked as sharp as you could hope for, and somehow Douglas and Nicholas came away with the set. Not many shots being thrown right there. Good conservative play by both back quarters and front quarters. Warriors just made a couple fewer mistakes. Really won.
And a reminder, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the break between sets. Fireballs going up against the Warriors. Inaki and Amigarena going up against Douglas and Nicholas. There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Here are some replays. Beautiful scoop by Douglas. Just a little too low, a little too fast for Amigarena to handle there on the left side.
Really one of the only misses he had in that
But
set.
then, look at that catch. He's got the side wall and the back wall both within an inch or so of that cesta. Then he breaks out an outside placement. Good effort by Nicholas to try to get there, just wasn't able to get there in time. That would have been fun.
What do you do if you get
Nice
it behind
effort.
you? Yeah, you just got to
You
get it
throw
off
your
in one
cesta out there,
motion.
and if it winds up in the basket, then you just throw it back in.
Yeah, just throw it back in right to him. Look at this serve at 5-5 coming in. Yeah, a little bit.
And you see, it got Nicholas right there in the. Even if he did, I'm not saying that Nicholas was the deciding of it, but you know, got to give the guy a little room to catch the ball.
Ready to begin our second set. Inaki and Amigarena will have the serve in set 2.
Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Players tying into their cestas. Again, some players will leave their hands in the cesta. It's really, there's no rule surrounding it. It's whatever the player's more comfortable with. There's some players who loosen and tighten the cesta literally after every point.
There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Backhand by Nicholas. Into the corner, open it up. Inaki coming back for it. Makes the Rebote save. Nicholas reaching up high. Forehand. Catch 3 walls. Inaki, good positioning. Drops it to the inside. Right on the numbers. That ball is floating and scoring. Fireballs with the first point of our second set.
If you like hearing repetition in broadcasts, listen no further than me here at Magic City. Keep the ball close to the side wall, whether you're throwing it out of the cesta, try to get it back to the side wall. If you throw to the rebote, do your best you can to have it bounce off the back wall and come back to the side wall. The side wall is your friend if you're trying to make points.
Backhand by Nicholas, cutting inside. Great catch by Amigarena, ripped it off the numbers. Powerful backhand follows. A rebote by Douglas, wearing both fireballs. Drop back inside, here's Douglas again, backhand. Great grab by Amigarena, second time this point, up the wall. Rebote now, forehand, Douglas, back over the top. Good read, Amigarena's there. Backhand 2-wall, Nicholas stops it on the outside. Forehand back over the top, this is crossing. Rebote save, not enough. Dropped into the pad, and the pad is bad. 1-1. Douglas and Nicholas serve.
Amigarena probably would have liked to have taken that coming at him from the front wall. Decided to go for it on the rebote, a bit more complicated. Just not able to make it happen.
What
What
a
a
catch
catch.
by Amiga Reina. Keeps it going. Backhand. Got by Amiga Reina deep in the backcourt. This high, hard one. Coming out. Douglas backpedals. Stops at the 4 line. Turns it over the top. Amiga Reina's there. Low runner down. Nicholas forced to step up. He's got it at the 10 line. Softer touch. Amiga Reina. Drops between the Warriors. Rebote left side by Douglas. On the wall. Better catch by Amiga Reina. What a play. Back in the corner now. This backhand pushed to the outside. Nicholas. Sidearm play. Inaki, great position to cut it off. Goes over the top, looking for the bounce. Control by Nicholas now. Nicholas from the 12. Lobs this one up. Amiga Reina keeps it on the left side. Forehand, catching 3 walls. Inaki just lines it up, keeps it to the inside, big bounce. Nicholas hand on the wall, controls it. Shoots the forehand, stopped up overhead by Amiga Reina. Rebote again, forehand, kept inside. Catch Amiga Reina, has another one off the side wall. Douglas comes cross court, just lays it up. Amiga Reina, backhand. Amiga Reina now, back over the top. Nicholas goes up. Backcourt is trading throws here. Nicholas at the 13. Back inside, Inaki leaping grab to cut it off. Backhand opens up, out to the forehand of Nicholas. Inside placement, picked up on the bounce. Here's Amiga Reina. Backhand out of reach. Rebote, Douglas has to come back for it. Saves it on a knee, that just does clear. Amiga Reina to the outside. Clean miss by Douglas, better play. Nicholas in the backcourt, there's a drop shot to the inside. Nicholas got there with one hand, lays it up, Inaki on the bounce, right to the inside where it scores. 2-1 lead for the Fireball.
Second time Douglas threw the cesta behind him, just kind of an attempt to get some kind of play on it. Would make for an exciting catch, but drop shot to the inside. Look at Nicholas make this catch, and that's the quick release. Can't really hold on to it. Smart play by Inaki. Towards the side wall and passing Nicholas down below the waist. Really well thrown. 2-1 in favor of the Fireballs.
Backhand by Nicholas, stopped by Amiga Reina from the 11 line. Hard return, just does clear. Douglas trying to get out there. Oh, but the 2 line was it wall to wall. Inaki now backpedaling, drops it inside. Here's Nicholas now. Not a lot on that. Rebote, Inaki digs it out just above the pad. Douglas on the 2 wall, thrown to score.
Beautiful throw by Douglas, smart throw by Douglas. He saw Naki on the run. Douglas really been working on that 2 wall. Again, since Douglas switched from playing primarily backcourt now to playing almost exclusively front court. I think he is playing exclusively front court. Regardless, he's been advised, getting a lot of feedback on, look, you got to throw more kill shots.
Low hard serve, Amiga Reina gets that one before it crosses. Back to the left side of Nicholas. Amiga Reina back in the corner, takes it in the air. Hard backhand. Nicholas now runs around it. Dropping a little lower. Nicholas from the 12 and just does clear. Inaki calls him off, has to come back for the rebote. Douglas on the Costado, 2 wall. Split them to score. 3-2 lead for the Warriors.
Beautifully thrown by Douglas. Again, Amiga Reina not moving sufficiently to the outside to prepare for the split placement. That's exactly what scored on him. And catching everything else, especially the stuff on the inside.
Amiga Reina comes cross court, cuts off the serve. Goes from the left side, backhand. Swung low and hard on the numbers. Nicholas lets that one come out. Douglas saves the rebote on the back end. On the hop, Reina, the outside placement, keeps it inside. Nicholas, nice control. Hard backhand, this one out of the reach. Inaki saves it. Great catch by Nicholas, kicked up on the numbers. Garena switches from left to right. His forehand at the corner to the left side of Nicholas. Goes on the hop. There's a backhand up at the 9 line. Runner inside. Good catch by Garena. Douglas now. Powerful throw. Crossing again. No problem. Garena. That's a few in a row. To the left side. That one kicking up. Still stays with it from the 11 line. Low runner. Back to Douglas. Douglas high and hard. Garena up the wall. Comes down with the ball. This one pushed outside. Out of reach of Nicholas. Douglas backpedals. Right to the inside. What a scoop. Nicholas, great scoop back beyond the 13. Dropping into the corner. Inaki comes back for it. Lays it up. Douglas with time on the forehand up at the 6 line. Goes for the 3-wall play. That lands in and scores. 4-2 lead for Douglas and Nicholas. By 3 points in a row, Douglas has been able to kill a couple with the 2-wall. But that one, 3-wall play. Perfect serve is an ace. Five points for Douglas and Nicholas. It's a possible set and a possible match point. This one dropping low. Nicholas from the 12 line. Backhand. Here's the rebote. Naki makes the save. Nicholas on the hop, brings it in up at the 9. Big backhand again. Kicking up and out. Forehand rebote, back over the top. Garena on the hop now. Outside placement. That one lands in, but it's scooped by Douglas. The Cortada will score for the win. Point, set, and match. A hard-fought match. Going to Douglas and Nicholas, winning 6-5, 6-2. Doubles win there for the Warriors, ties up the game day, 1.5 points per team through our first 2 matches. Up next, continuing on with doubles, Jedin and Ferronda against Correa and Manny. There's our game day scoreboard. You see at the bottom, that's where all 6 teams stack up in our Spring 24 standings. Going into today, I believe the Chargers and Cyclones played 1 extra game day compared to the other 4 teams. We're going to hear from our winner. Douglas and Nicholas improving to 2-0 to begin Spring 24. Undefeated in this top-ranked doubles group. Let's hear from them. Douglas and Nicholas.
All right, Douglas, Nicholas, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are now 2-0 on this Spring 24 season. How are you feeling? How did you get to be undefeated so far?
Yeah, feeling really good. Playing with a guy like Nicholas, it's super easy. As long as I do my job, I know that he's going to do his in the back. He's going to catch everything, keep us out of trouble. And as long as I can do what I need to do in the front, I think we have a good chance of winning.
Pues sí, hemos jugado bien en equipo.
We played really well as a team.
Era un placer de jugar con Matt.
It's a pleasure playing with Matt.
Siempre pues un delantero así que da como fuerza en el juego. Siempre
He's a front court that always gives a lot of
es
force in the
siempre
game,
más fácil para hacer los puntos.
and it's just easier to make points.
Y no, pues ahora pensar al otro partido y
And now to think about the next match
focus.
and just focus.
Thank you.
Thank you guys again so much. Let's see what else happens today.
Thank you.
And coming up next, moving to a 4th-ranked doubles matchup here for the Fireballs, the team of Jedin and Ferronda. And this team originally with Ferronda up in the front court and Jedin in the back they've made an official switch, and that will hold true through the rest of our Spring 24 season. So now Jedden up in the front, Fronton behind him against Correa and Manny. Correa and Manny 1-1, played 2 matches so far this season for this Fireballs 4th-ranked team. Just had 1 match for him, didn't go too well, decide to make that switch, see if they can rebound right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match. For the Fireballs, we have Jedden and Fronton. Receiving for the Warriors, Correa and Manny. Jedden serves. Jedden serves, we begin. First point for the Fireballs in blue, Jedden serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
An interesting switch. Fronton was really aggressive up there in the front, arguably too aggressive. So if he wants to play that style, move to the back and let Jedden play his comfortable role up in the front court.
Backhand by Fronton. Manny's there. Fronton, backhand from the 11 line. Correa goes deep. Catch by Correa. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Fronton's been playing his entire career mostly up in the front court, so just a little bit of time to get adjusted to the back court, specifically on this court too. The closer that ball is to the sidewall, the tougher the catch. It's evidenced by that one right there to tie it up, 1-1.
Fault, underserve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Correa. Fronton on the catch. Karam, read by Manny. Manny's cortada, read by Fronton, but he's not able to stop it. That's 2 points for the Warriors, Correa and Manny. Correa serves.
Almost kind of baited him into that throw. Correa was standing to the inside. It looked like he wasn't going to go for it, but Manny, full sprint from the outside back to the outside of the court. He got there in plenty of time, able to kill it with that low, hard forehand.
Backhand by Fronton. Here's Fronton on the backhand. Ika, the big bounce brought down by Fronton. Fronton goes back to the right side. Here's Manny over the top. Catch by Fronton. Drop shot, did not drop, but it was dropped. 2 points for Jedden and Fronton. Jedden serves.
Not enough drop after that first bounce, but enough to score right there, forcing, it's a tougher catch. You say time and time again, the balls that are floating and moving a little slower are tough to control. He's got a lot of spin on it coming to the forehand of Manny, just tipped it.
Manny over the top, big bounce. Fronton, beautiful catch behind the 13 line. Another beautiful catch by Fronton. There's the backhand. Rotate forehand, that hit the overhead screen. 3 points for the Warriors, Correa and Manny. Correa serves.
You see the communication after that point between the fireballs. Jedden saying, look, I got a perfect forehand rebote lined up, as opposed to Ferranda backpedaling and trying to make a tough play. Let your front quarter get involved, play that rebote, which is one of the strengths of his game.
Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Low runner to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand by Manny. Jedden, great catch. Nice backhand. Manny has it on the forehand. Rebote forehand saved by Correa. Here's Ferranda midcourt. Powerful throw, caught in the air by Correa. Correa's backhand. That cleared. Rebote, low and inside. Really beautifully thrown by Jedden to score. 3-3, we're all tied up.
Great throw on that rebote. Softer touch, got it just above the pad, but not enough to allow Manny to make a play from the backcourt. Look at this. Correa defending to the outside. Manny trying to get up there. Perfectly thrown.
Rebote forehand to the inside. Jedden, forehand rebote. Correa has it to 7 line. Powerful forehand for the 3-wall play. Ferranda, forehand rebote, but he hooked it. 4 points for Correa and Manny. Correa serves.
Great positioning just to get out there and read that 3-wall. But probably a little bit tougher from his forehand compared to his left side. You see after Ferranda going through the motion, yeah, probably a left-sided rebote next time around. Just going to come with experience and reps on this court, understanding where you are and what type of throw you need to make to continue that rally.
Beautiful serve by Correa will score. That's 5 points and a possible set point.
And known for his serve. That one not necessarily about the speed, but where it crossed the side wall. Just beyond the 11 line. Perfect placement for Correa. Ace of the day.
Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Juggling by Ferranda. Point and set for Correa and Manny. Minute 30 goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
(6-3), Correa and Manny, they take our opening set. In back and forth through the first couple points, and the Warriors really separated themselves at the end. This is going to be a tough fourth-ranked team. I mean, Correa, you see the power, the explosiveness from his right side. And Manny, the veteran on this roster, we know what he's capable of in the back. Well-rounded player, make every catch, great defense. And that's more than half the battle, especially at this fourth-ranked level. Playing good, solid defense can really propel your team to victory. We've seen Correa and Manny play together previous seasons of Battle Court. But haven't seen quite a start like this. Now Correa's what, 6.5 years of play. Manny, whole career here at Jai-Alai, 20-plus year career. Tough to beat. You flip over to this Fireballs team. I mean, Ferranda, a lot of years of experience, just not many on this court with Jedden. The original members of this program, just tough to get anything going offensively. And they got to figure out that communication as well. There are a couple balls, even at their first match, that Ferronda kind of called Jedden off, and you just got to let your front quarter play. Got to play doubles here and allow Jedden to show off that rebote, show off a little bit of power from that right side, which can score some points for this Fireballs team. We're ready to begin our second set. Where Jedden Ferronda will have the serve.
Jedden serves. Second set is now underway. Powerful forehand by Correa. This is well caught by Ferronda. Ferronda's right side's in the middle of the court. Backhand by Ferronda. Ferronda takes the bounce at the 7 line. Cortada stopped by Correa.
Wow, again.
Drop shot, Rebote scores on the second bounce. Point for Jedden and Ferronda.
Maybe not the intent on that. Rebote just trying to get assessed on it and continue the rally. Turned into a pretty darn good drop shot. Got the second bounce before Correa advanced on it. Second time Jedden scored that way in this match.
Serve is into the pad. This will be a second serve. Serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Correa takes the serve on the forehand. Powerful throw right up the middle. Ferronda, Rebote to the inside. Well played. Manny makes the catch on the side wall. Karam does not open. It's stopped by Ferronda in the backcourt. Scoop by Ferronda. Ferronda midcourt from the 8 line. Hard throw to the inside. Backhand. Forehand over the top. Cut off by Jedden. Here's a backhand by Jedden. Drop shot. Beautifully thrown by Jedden to score. 2 points for Jedden. He serves.
Yeah, Correa was committed to that 2-wall, and rightfully so. Don't see Jedden throw many drop shots from the costado. Not as well as he can execute it. Just above the pad, easily getting that second bounce before any warrior could get up to it.
Here's a backhand by Manny. Rebote coming out. Three points for Jedden Ferronda of the Fireballs. Jedden serves.
3 quick points. Momentum back on their side, looking to force a third set.
Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Drop shot. Too high. Jedden read it. Below. Scores. 4 points for Jedden Ferronda. Jedden serves.
Showing you the full offensive arsenal here. Some drop shots, rotados, and now the outside placement. You don't really see Jedden throw many from the costado. That's 2 in a row. 4-0 lead now for this Fireballs team. Starting to mix in a little offense. Defense on their toes. Can't seem to find an answer so far.
Here's the backhand by Ferronda. Big right side over the top. Catch by Jed. Flips the backhand to the back court. Here's Manny on the backhand from the 11 line. Ray on the catch, backhand. Rebote forehand by Ferranda. Gray attacks from the 7 line. Powerful right side, caught in the air by Ferranda. Ferranda to the inside. Rebote left side. Here's the backhand. Rebote. Forehand to the inside. Correa comes cross court to make the catch at the 7 line. Flips it back. Manny takes it on the bounce at the 8. Forehand 2 pass. Scoop attempt. Missed in the front. It's a point for Correa and Manny. Correa serves.
Finally able to drop one at Jedden's feet. Jedden doing such a good job of advancing on the ball and take it up in the air to set up a couple of these shots. Finally got that bounce low right at his feet. Jedden unable to make that play. Smart throw by Manny. Gets the Warriors on the board in this second set.
Excellent serve by Correa, scoring for the ace. 2 points for Correa and Manny. Jen and Ferranda with 4. Correa serves.
He's got one in both sets now. Such a weapon for this 4th-ranked team, being able to get some free points off the serve.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and the 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Third point for Correa and Manny. Correa serves.
Very difficult Rebote save. That crossed the sidewall as Manny was trying to line it up on the forehand. Somehow able to save it. Jedden advancing, doing the right thing, just tipped it as he tried to take it in the air. Probably thinking about that next shot. It's a 1-point deficit now.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for a second serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ferranda. It gets away from him and touches the overhead screen. 4 points rather. 4-4 is the score. Correa serves.
Again, catching the rail just above the front wall. It's out of play. Has gotten away from the fireballs in a hurry. Looked to be in complete control, scoring on shots every point. Warriors have come right back.
Beautiful catch by Ferranda. There's the backhand. Here's Correa from the 8 line. Ferranda on the catch midcourt. Outside, caught by Correa. Correa from the forehand. What a catch by Ferranda overhead. He makes the save. Here's Manny, backhand from the 11 line. Ferranda for the Rebote. Backhand by Ferranda. It passes. Rebote for Correa. Correa forehand Rebote down low. Ferranda's there. Ferranda moves in at the 7 line. Low and hard. Scoop by Manny. Tearing by Manny. Ferranda's there. Manny backing up to make the catch. Fronton on the catch, winds up. Costi to the inside along the wall. Manny gets back in there, and he makes the save. Here is Jedden on the 2-line with the drop shot. Correa gets to it, blasts it outside to score. 5-4, possible set point for, possible match point for the Warriors, Correa and Manny.
Yeah, Jen thinking this point's going to be over. Running with that drop shot. Correa takes off, gets there in plenty of time. And how about this? Opens up to the outside. Look at where this bounces. What an outside placement that was. No chance for Jen to react in time. Chance for the Warriors to take this in straight sets.
Beautiful catch by Correa. Big right side. Robote. Forehand by Ferranda. Catch by Correa. Robote left side to the inside. Manny makes the catch. Midcourt, caught by Jedden. Jedden on the backhand. Robote comes straight up the middle. Robote forehand, caught by Ferranda. Backhand by Ferranda to the inside.
Oh,
outside placement will score. Point set in a hard-fought match to Correa and Manny coming all the way back to win it. 6-4.
What a comeback that was. 6 straight points for Correa and Manny, and they win it in straight sets. Warriors take the lead on the game day. 3 points for them, 1.5 for the Fireballs.
There you have the scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. Game day scoreboard, 1.5 for the Fireballs. Two minutes to go before we begin our next match of the day, which will feature singles. Division 1 singles. Top singles players, Inaki and Douglas. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Three more games to be played on this game day, but before we can move on, let us hear from the winners of that last game, Correa and Manny.
All right, Correa, Manny, congratulations on winning that match. Correa, I have to ask you, what were you thinking about? Jedden throws that drop shot, you get to it. What did you think about to throw that outside placement?
I was just trying to kill the point. He gave me one right to my power side, and I was able to get there and end the point.
Manny, tell me a little bit, what was the strategy playing overall against Jedden and Ferranda? La estrategia, cuéntame la estrategia.
Me gusta la nieve de chocolate y la nieve de vainilla.
Chocolate ice cream and vanilla ice cream.
No
Well, that's good.
estrategias.
There was no strategy behind it. Again, guys, congratulations. Let's see what else happens on today's game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Coming up next, top ranked singles matchup. We saw the top doubles teams go at it. Now both front quarters. Naki for the Fireballs and Douglas for the Warriors competing in singles. Inaki, 2 matches so far in this singles season, 0-2. And really just a tough group. Never have an easy match here. Douglas, 0-1 as well. These two have played many matches against one another, including a national championship in singles. Inaki will have the serve. We're ready to go. Match number 4 of the day, top ranked singles. There's a serve. We begin. There's a 2-all by Douglas. Inaki going to stop it on the outside. A little score. Forehand for Inaki gets him on the board first. This opening set.
Beautifully thrown by Inaki to score.
Perfect serve there for Inaki. It's an ace, 2-0. Robote laid up. Douglas advancing up at the 7th line. Powerful backhand. Right in the corner. Not a lot on it. Inaki lays it up. Douglas can't get there in the air, but what a catch off the side wall. Inaki again. High off the front wall. This one trying to pass Douglas. Not going to let him. There's a long drop shot. Off the first bounce. That one tipped. Douglas on the board.
That is frustrating. Have to believe that Inaki knew what he was going to do with it because he got his cesta on it, so he's thinking about something other than just getting the ball in.
Right in the corner. Forehand bote by Douglas. Back over the top. Here's Inaki. It's a 2-all. That's going to land in. Douglas stops it. Powerful throw by Douglas. A little too powerful. That kicked out of play. 3 points for Inaki.
Know what Douglas was trying to do there? You say Douglas has all those shots he can throw from the right side. How does he throw it off the court? Obviously, he wasn't trying to throw it off the court. Hard to the front wall, high to the side wall. Have it come off the side wall, bounce in where Inaki can't get to it. Unfortunately, it landed just wide of that boundary line there on the ground.
Douglas on the backhand, just gonna pass with it, right in the corner. Forehand to Bote, sticks to the inside. Here's Douglas now. Backhand at the 9, this one kicking up and out again. Just comes shooting out, Inaki's got the save. Douglas on the Costado, inside placement. Inaki gonna get there in the air, good range, hard backhand follows. Inaki reaching up overhead, the 2-wall, lands in. Douglas stops it again. Douglas this time low and hard. Back to Inaki, he caught it on the bounce. Douglas one-handed play, advancing back on the inside, lifted up, Inaki. High, hard backhand. This one comes right up the middle, forehand to Bote. Rote left side, here's Douglas on the bounce. Another 2-wall, splitter, that's gonna score.
Not so much of a aggressive 2-wall that Inaki was ready for. Douglas knew that he could throw it inside or just ding the side wall and it landed in. That's what happened.
Forehand Robote for Douglas. Pushed up the middle. Robote, Inaki looking for it. He makes a save from the forehand. Douglas, another one. Needing the pass from that right side Robote. Inaki, more times in a row. This one, Inaki's got in the air, front ways. The forehand, though, kicked up in the overhead screen. That is out of play. 3-3, Douglas serve.
How does the ball get up there? You're trying to throw it over your opponent's head and pass him. In that case, hit the overhead screen.
Forehand rebote by Douglas. Wall to wall. Inaki on the left side. Drops it inside. There's Douglas. Good range. Backhand. Out to the rebote. Inaki left side save with a big bounce. Douglas looking to control it. He does. What a scoop up at the 11. The backhand just does clear. Left side again. It's closer to the sidewall. Better catch by Douglas. Inaki, that save a little too high. 4 points for Douglas. Inaki opens up with the backhand. Douglas on the move early. Steps to the 7 line, turns it. Overhead and passing. Inaki on the inside. Here's Douglas. Takes it off the sidewall. The 2 wall. Thrown to score. 5 points for Douglas. He's got a possible set point.
More aggressive style play from Douglas working in his favor. Beautiful 2-wall scoring to finish that point off. Taking 2 possible set point.
Strong backhand. On the wall, Douglas just flicks it up. Inaki advancing up at the 6 line, the 2 wall, thrown to score. Extends the set here. Inaki serves. Douglas still with a possible set point.
2-wall by Inaki. Getting back in the rhythm of throwing those, threw them quite a bit previously. Doing a really good job there.
Catch behind Douglas. There's a backhand. And back to the inside. Inaki lays up the rebote. Douglas, backhand. Oh, runner on a reach, kicking up and out. Inaki's got the save again. Right on the sidewall. Good control. There's the backhand. Inaki again, left side rebote. Douglas dancing up at the 8 line. The 2 wall, thrown to score for the set. Douglas takes it 6-4. 2 minutes will come out and play set number 2. Bit of a slow start for Douglas. Inaki leading 3-1. Like we've seen so far today with these Warriors, they come back and steal the set right out of the Fireball's hands. Douglas really opened it up. We saw a couple more shots, a bunch of costados and singles, and even one, the high carambola, kicked wide, which is not usually a place where you see guys miss those, but Douglas just overthrew it a bit, so a bit unlucky on that throw. Could have been more dramatic set there, but 6-4, able to close it out. And Inaki 0-2 so far in singles play. Again, difficult schedule. Played against Olharan on Friday night. That was the 9th. Not this past Friday, but a week ago Friday. Then against the Chargers, Zuleika. All really good players, all pretty much mostly front quarters in that number 1 group, except for Manu. So these guys have a bunch of shots, good athleticism, great speed. Douglas is a little bit sharper there in that opening set. See that 2-wall from the left side? Quick turn just above the pad. Here's Inaki though. What a 2-wall that was. Douglas committed, but Inaki threw it perfectly. Right here, 5-4, Douglas, the 2-wall, scores for the set. Second set ready to begin. It will be Inaki with the serve. We are ready to begin our second set. Inaki serves to Douglas. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Douglas backhand on the left side. Inaki takes it off the sidewall. Nice catch. Hard backhand. Forehander Bote. Inaki has it off the sidewall. Another backhand. Trying to get it to pass. This one does. Forehander Bote from Douglas. Caught the corner. Inaki lines it up on the forehand. Douglas left sider. Bote trying to turn it to a 2-wall, but that's too low. Inaki on the board first in our second set.
Aggressive style of play here from Douglas, going for the 2-all behind the 10 line.
Inaki looking for the rebote, keeps it to the inside. Here's Douglas from up at the 8, launches the backhand, comes shooting off the back wall. Inaki sweeping rebote save. Douglas on the forehand, to the 9 line, to the inside, dropping low. Inaki caught it. Backhand on the numbers. Douglas lays it up, able to pass. Forehand pushed outside. Douglas coming back for it. Line it up, inside placement, one-handed scoop, it's tipped. 1-1, we are tied up.
Beautiful throw to the inside by Douglas, nice and deep with a big bounce.
Inaki from the corner. Drops the backhand in the same spot. Douglas, what a rebote. Inaki makes a save. Here's Douglas. 2-all, thrown to score. 2-1 lead for Douglas.
Beautiful play by Douglas, well done. Again, a more aggressive style of play here from Douglas. So far going in his favor.
Forehander Bote by Douglas, powerfully, wall-to-wall. Inaki, nice return, takes Douglas to the outside of the court, back inside, that got him. 3-1 lead for Douglas.
Name of the game in highlight, throwing the ball where your opponent's not and scoring one more point than your opponent has.
And lobbed up, Douglas under it at the 8 line. Beautiful rebote. Inaki over the top. Douglas looking to cut it off. He does, but lost it on the throw. It's Inaki 2 points. He's got the serve.
Never count Inaki out. Inaki getting back in there.
Backhand by Douglas. Not a lot on it. Inaki quick turn on the rebote. Here's Douglas back on the inside. Good catch. High hard backhand. Forehander Bote. Inaki makes the save just above the pad. Here's Douglas back on the inside. Another rebote. One played high to the inside. Great scoop. Here's the backhand. Forehand save to the inside. Good reach by Douglas. Backhand. Douglas again. Hard backhand. This one comes shooting off the back wall. Drop back over the top. Big bounce. Douglas controlling it on the inside. Outside placement. Inaki just did get out there. Carom by Inaki. Douglas overran it. Douglas now the 2-wall that opens up. And interference is ruled. The point will be replayed.
So interference requested by the player who believes that they were interfered with. So it is a judgment made by the official, whether or not the player was interfered with and whether or not he could have gotten the ball. In that case, it was assessed that he was interfered with and he could have gotten the ball. The fact that Inaki took a couple steps, those steps were taken before he ran right smack dab into Douglas, who was in between him and the ball. Points replayed.
Again, still 3-2. Douglas leads. Replaying that point. Interference was the call on Douglas. Replay the point. Backhand. Taken in. The 11. High hard one. Just does clear the overhead screen. Douglas out there early. Stops at the 5 line. Full throw, dropping low. Inaki lines up the rebote to the inside. Good scoop by Douglas. Inside placement. Inaki not falling for it. Inaki the 2 wall. Opening up. Stopped by Douglas. The cortada by Douglas. Score.
Douglas doing an excellent job of taking that kill shot away from Inaki. Again, Inaki's just gotten back into the swing of things, coming off of a really rough 2023. Been involved both broken bones and illness. Just getting in the habit of throwing those 2 balls again, but with Douglas standing right there stopping him, that's tough.
Inaki, big backhand. Takes Douglas up to the 6 line. Rebote turned powerfully inside, and it's tipped. Douglas with 5 points. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
See if Douglas is able to finish off the match here. He's been playing solidly overall. Inaki been a little bit more offensive than we've seen. Just those offensive attempts have not been scoring.
Fault over serve. Second serve for Douglas.
Meanwhile, Douglas's more aggressive style of play has definitely been serving him well.
Second serve is good. Inaki with the backhand. Wall to wall. Douglas, rebote. Laid up. Doesn't try to overthrow it. Good catch by Inaki, ranging back. And rebote. This one passing. 3 walls. Inaki lines it up. Drops it back to the inside. Douglas with a play on it. Backhand. Rebote back inside. Here's Douglas again. This time on the costado. Whips it outside. Inaki. Fake the carom. The inside placement shot scores. That keeps the match going. 3 points for Inaki. Still possible match for Douglas.
Very good fake by Inaki. He doesn't throw a lot of fakes like that. I thought he was throwing a 2 wall as well. And Douglas committed to it and just dropped it back inside.
Yeah, that was one of the better fakes we've seen. Usually from the outside,
Yeah.
you know, the guy's trapped inside. You're expecting the 2 wall. Douglas fell for it. So did both of us. What a great play here by Inaki. This is the fake we're talking about. Look at this. When you're from the outside, Douglas is trapped. He opens up and then just keeps it more to the inside. Wow. Little hip check. All the difference. Douglas out of the corner with it on the left side. Big backhand. Inaki rebote high off the front wall. Douglas inside placement. Inaki forced to scoop it up. He's got it. Keeps the match going. Rebote left side by Douglas. Inaki with a tip ball. Point, set, and match. Douglas takes it in straight set. 6-4, 6-3. Douglas adding a 4th point for the Warriors on this game day. Means the worst that they could do is tie. And they have a chance to win one of these next 2 matches to take the game day over the Fireballs. Jedin and Hernandez against Williams and Julin up next. Ferron against Nicholas, second-ranked singles, will close it out. See those 4 points for the Warriors, 1.5 for the Fireballs, courtesy of Hernandez and Cabrera in our opening match of the day. Just about 2 minutes away from match number 5. And Hernandez coming out after dislocating 2 fingers on that left hand. Is able to finish his first match. See what he can do right here, coming out for the second time. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from Douglas for the second time today. Great day in singles and doubles. Let's hear from the Warriors' #1 player.
Right, Douglas, congratulations on winning that match. Your second interview of the day. The theme for the Warriors seems to be to come back on today's games. Tell me a little bit about that mentality within the team.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for me the past 2 seasons, you know, having to go out here and battle against these guys. All these guys are great players. And you know that going into these matches are going to be long, hard matches, and everybody knows how to play really well. There's going to be a lot of shots and not many mistakes. So you can't get down on yourself, and you got to just keep your head up and keep pushing, and that's what I did, and I'm happy.
Well, again, Douglas, congratulations for winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you.
And 5th ranked doubles coming up next. Jedin and Hernandez. Sorry, that'd be 6th ranked doubles coming up next. Jedin and Hernandez, 6 team for the Fireballs, taking on Williams and Julin. Williams and Julin yet to play a match this season. One of the few teams yet to get out there. Julin in the backcourt with Williams up in front of him. We saw Jen up in the front court earlier with Ferronda. Now Hernandez making that switch to the backcourt. See how that plays into it. Match number 5, ready to go. We are ready to begin match number 5, a 6th-ranked doubles matchup. Fireballs, Jedin and Hernandez have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match today. Jedin will serve. Jedin serves, we begin. Ball tipped midcourt. First point goes to Williams and Julin of the Warriors. Williams serves.
If you're going to step in there and try and cut it off, you just have to make that catch. Jedin more than capable of doing so. Just took his eye off it up in the front.
Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand, 7 line. Here's the backhand by Hernandez. Rebote left side. Hernandez on the forehand. Big right side, 2 pass, Rebote. What a save by Julin. Jedin attacks. Hard throw, it scores. Well played, they're all tied up. 1 point apiece. Jedin will serve for the Fireballs.
Such an effective shot, keeping it that low. Kick off the sidewall. Even if the backcourt is able to line it up to his right side, that ball's got a lot of spin and difficult to control in the basket.
Rebote forehand save missed here in the backcourt. That is a 2nd point for Williams and Julin. Williams serves. There's the backhand by Hernandez. That clears the overhead screen. Williams on the Rebote. Drop shot, Rebote, stopped by Jedin. Here's the backhand by Jedin. Rebote forehand by Julin to the inside. Hernandez is there. Good catch by Hernandez. Hernandez hard from the forehand. Julin, that's in the overhead screen, which is out of play. We're all tied up, 2 points apiece. Jedden serves. Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Beautiful catch by Hernandez. Outside placement, Williams. Nice pick there at the 8 line. Here's Hernandez. Backhand powerfully thrown. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote to the side wall. Williams makes the save. Jedden's on it. Jedden going for the carom. Williams is there. Williams, forehand. Will score. Beautifully thrown. 3 points for Williams and Julian of the Warriors. Williams serves.
It's just tough to gauge exactly where that ball is going to open up off the side wall. Hernandez thought that was going to be to his left. Turns out it's a right-sided catch. Hard to make that adjustment at the last second. Brings the Warriors a 3-2 lead.
Powerful forehand by Hernandez. Rebote. Hernandez will keep it on the right side. Big right side to the inside. That kicks. Caught by Julin. Cortada scores. Beautifully thrown by Hernandez. 3-3. Jedden serves.
Key there kept it low enough that Williams thought that was going to be his play and kind of screened his backcourt of Julin. Look at this throw from deep in the backcourt. Look at Williams coming in there. Clean miss by Williams, but really no chance for Julin there on the back end.
Here's Hernandez on the forehand. Beautiful catch. Wow, that was close. Catch by Hernandez. Julin with a fine catch at the 13 line, big right side. Catch by Jedden. Jedden powerfully throwing it and scoring. 4 points for Jedden and Hernandez. Jedden serves.
And regardless of who Jedden's playing against, that's going to be an effective shot. At Cortada, low and hard, crossing the side wall, right as Julin trying to make a play.
Fault underserve. Battle court rules. Allow for a second serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Scoop by Hernandez. Catch by Hernandez. Hernandez low and hard, going to cross that wall. What a catch by Julin. Hernandez big right side to the inside. Ball tipped at the 11 line. 4-4 is the score. Williams serves. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. That ball dies coming out of the box and scores. Possible set point for the Warriors, Williams and Julin. Williams serves.
Side and front wall absorbed just so much of the speed on that throw. Floating up there, Hernandez is going to learn here with time on this court. Sometimes that happens. Just have to move up and hear out for that sound. When you hear it, just got to keep moving up.
Powerful backhand by Hernandez, caught by Julin. Hernandez on the backhand. Bote to the outside, scoop attempt, miss, clean miss in the front court. Hard forehand, will score from the back court. 5-5. This is set point.
And a big break for the Fireballs. Don't need to have the front quarter going for a difficult scoop when the back quarter could come in there easily and make that return play. And kill it, no less. Look at this, perfect play from the outside. Look at where this crosses. Right at Julin's feet, forcing that miss. This is it, 5-5.
There's the backhand by Julin. Backhand by Hernandez. That got away from him and hit the overhead screen. Point and set for the Warriors. Williams and Julin. Minute 30 goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set.
A frustrating way to end that opening set. Trying to get that backhand to pass, but always have to be careful of that overhead screen. The high boundary line here in Jai-Alai. Ball touches any part of that net or the rail just above the front wall. It is out of play. 6-5 though, in favor of the Warriors. Already 4 points for the Warriors on the game day, just 1.5 for the Fireballs. So Warriors at least coming out of this Sunday with a tie, hoping to make it a win. See, Nicholas and Douglas both talking with Julin. Nicholas will be coming out for our final singles matchup next against Fronton. Flipping back over to the Fireballs here. Just a lot of new pairings here. 4 of the 6 players on this team new to Battle Court in spring 24, and one of the 2 that's a veteran, Inaki, didn't play most of 2023, so effectively like 5 new players getting back to form and back to speed here on this court. It's going to take a little bit of time.
No question about it. We saw a learning curve originally with some players who adjusted from a longer court to the Magic City court, anywhere ranging from about 2 months for the best of them to about 4 months for the least best of them. Some making adjustments much quicker, especially Amigarena as of today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next set. Jedden has the serve for the Fireballs. There's the serve, we begin. Bote on the side wall, tricky to throw it from there. That ball hits the overhead screen. First point of this set goes to Williams and Julin of the Warriors. Williams serves.
He just couldn't draw it up any better. As Jedden's trying to play that Robote, that ball is tight to the side wall. The only way for it to go is up. Actually too high in that overhead screen.
Here's the backhand by Hernandez. It goes wall to wall. Robote for Williams. Hernandez makes the catch. Quick release from the forehand right to the corner. That's a tricky Robote that will not be played. We're tied up at 1 point apiece. Jedden serves for the Fireballs.
And the right side of Hernandez has been very effective in this one. I know he's dealing with the injury to his left hand, so don't know if that's factoring into a bunch of the right sides, but so far he's been on the wall right at Julin's feet, making life difficult for the opposing backcourt.
There's a backhand by Hernandez. Hernandez now from the 12 line, high to the front wall. Julin's there at the 11. Rebote by Hernandez. Well played. Caught by Julin. Scoop tipped. It's a point for Williams and Julin of the Warriors. Williams serves. There's the backhand by Julin. Rebote forehand. That's a nice save by Hernandez. Here's Williams.
Oh, that kicked.
That lands out. 2-2. Jedden serves.
Don't think Williams was intending to get the backhand 2-all right there. Just clipped sidewall first, opened up, and didn't drop in play. Big break for the Fireballs right there. Tied back up.
Fault, underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand by Hernandez. Scoop attempt is missed. 3 points for Williams and Julin. Williams serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, I see that reaction by Hernandez. That ball definitely stayed more to the inside than he was expecting. He was lining it up on the right, and that just completely ate him up. Hit right off the body, scoring the 3rd point for the Warriors.
Powerful backhand by Hernandez, caught by Julin. Hernandez, backhand to the inside. Julin lets it pass, plays the rebote. Hernandez from the forehand to the inside. Catch by Julin. Scoop attempt missed and tipped. That's 4 points for Williams and Julin of the Warriors. Williams serves. Reminder of the scoring of battle court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's the backhand by Hernandez. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote coming way out. Beautiful rebote by Williams. Here's Hernandez. Another one, a little lighter. Rebote again. Julin going for this rebote, knocked it down. 3 points for the Fireballs. Jedden and Hernandez. Jedden serves.
Rare miss on that rebote from Julin. Pretty solid from both sides, at least in terms of continuing the rally. Fireballs just hanging around in this set dangerously. Warriors have been in control, but just 1 point separating the two.
Rebote by Hernandez. Catch by Julin. High scoop, missed. Rebote not there. 5 points for Williams and Julin. Possible set, possible match point.
And nothing overly complicated. No reason to throw a 2-all. Julin powers one again, right at Hernandez's feet as he's backing up, trying to scoop it up. Hard for anybody to time that up. Maybe the Fireballs can get a late push here. Warriors have done it all day long. They're going to need it now to take this match, force a 3rd set.
Fine serve by Williams. Good catch and return by Hernandez. Hernandez moves up and makes a beautiful catch behind the 8 line. Julin's there. Catch by Hernandez. Cortada by Hernandez. Stopped in the backcourt by Julin. Here's Hernandez. Backhand from the 9 line. Difficult rebote. Ball tipped midcourt. That is point, set, and match for the Warriors. Williams and Julin winning in straight sets, 6-5, 6-3.
And with that win, the Warriors secure 5.5 points so far. Just 1.5 for the Fireballs. Second-ranked singles match with 1 point available. Coming up next to close out the game day. See that game day scoreboard up there. The Warriors trying to get up towards that top spot of the standings. Well, what a team this is in spring 2024. Douglas has been playing so well to start off. Hopefully a candidate for player of the day today with a bunch of other Warriors. Nicholas looking to make it 2-0. They'll have an opportunity up next. Williams and Julin. We're going to hear from them in just about 10 seconds. One match for that team this season and one win.
Yeah, say that. And
Here's the 6th team for the
All right,
Warriors.
guys, congratulations on
Williams,
winning that match. This is your first time out here for the spring 24 season. What did you guys do before we started the season to get ready for a match like this one?
practice. We the 6th ranked team. We went against our best players, and the chemistry on the court in practice was good. Julian told me, man, just play confident. Everything that we do in practice, just emulate in the game, and we'll be okay.
For me, the most important thing in the court is the communication. I told him, hey, talk to me, let's communicate between us. He did it, and I think that's the thing we need to do the next match too.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you.
Let's go Warriors.
and we thank Williams and Julin. Let's close out the day's second-ranked singles matchup between Ferronda and Nicholas. And Nicholas has been so valuable for this Warriors team over there. I mean, really since their existence a few seasons ago. He's had to substitute for Inaki. He's played up. He's played a bunch of matches. And you know he's going to give it his all every time out there on the court. But interesting matchup here against Ferronda. A front quarter, he's been very aggressive. If Ferronda can put it together and string some points, he's going to put pressure on Nicholas defensively. He forced Nicholas to throw some offensive shots, which we don't normally see. Ready to go with our final match of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 6. Ferronda will serve to Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Here's Ferronda. Into the corner. Forehand of Bote laid up by Nicholas. Ferronda takes it off the side wall. It's a 2-wall. Nicholas not going to get out there. First point goes to Ferronda.
Here you see on the replay, beautiful 2-wall by Ferronda. Opens up. If Ferronda wants to win this, I'll say just also to remain competitive, but if he wants to win this, he needs to land these shots.
Nicholas with the backhand, who then tied off the front wall. Ferronda into the backcourt, turns to Bote. Nicholas on the bounce, up at the 9-line. Powerful backhand, in the corner and passing. Ferronda on the Bote, Nicholas on the Costado. Inside placement, will score just out of reach to tie it up. 1-1.
Do the best you can to throw the ball where your opponent is not. While your opponent is trying his best to employ court positioning to move to where the ball he believes it's going. With some of the best players, you actually read the body language of your opponent as he's getting ready to throw.
Backhand lobbed up. Here's Nicholas at the 10-line. Controls it. Powerful return. One shooting off the back wall. Ferronda keeps it inside. Here's Nicholas back in there. Hard backhand. out to the rebote, saved by Fronda, back up the middle. Nicholas runs under it, shoots it to the inside. Fronda standing in there, scooped it up. There's a backhand. Leaping grab by Nicholas between the 9 and 10. This one passes. Has to come back for it. Rebote. Up on the bounce. Nicholas again. Fronda now. Reaching up high. Forehand sticks inside. Scooped up by Nicholas. Forehand rebote. Turned high off the front wall. Nicholas runs under it. Hard backhand. Played back over the top off the rebote. Nicholas up at the 9 line now. Another backhand. One passes. Fronda just lays it up. Nicholas keeps it on the forehand. Straight to the inside. Fronda got to play in the air. Backhand, quick release. Arranged by Nicholas. He's back on the inside. Forehand rebote. Perfect placement. Better catch by Nicholas. That kicked up. Another forehand rebote. On the bounce, Nicholas now from the 9 line. Tries to get it to the inside. He passes. Fronda lines up the rebote, this time with more of a bounce. Nicholas stays with it again. Fronda, the scoop on the forehand. In and out of the basket it goes. Nicholas leads it 2-1.
Fronda really has to try to go for that ball in the air.
Big backhand again by Fronda. Rebote, forehand. Nicholas just lays it up. Fronda advances, stops it in the air, shoots it to the inside. Nicholas, what a scoop off the side wall. Big backhand. Right in the corner. Fronda's got to come back for it. There's the rebote. Sticks inside. He's up the wall. Nicholas is down with the ball. Rebote left side again. Another big bounce. Nicholas again, foot on the wall. He's there at the 9 line. Backhand. Just past Fronda. Rebote laid up. Was backing up. Floating on the sidewall, good control, hard backhand. Just out of reach, Fronda looking for the rebote. Kick off the sidewall, Nicholas advancing. Backhand. Fronda has to dig that one out. Nicholas on the hop, on the costado. It's a 2-wall.
Beautiful.
Opening up to score.
For a backcourter, Nicholas has really good shots. Specifically there, the costado 2-wall is just beautifully executed by Nicholas. Got a chance to perfect it in 2023 when he was forced to play front quarter as 2 members of his team were out with long-term injuries.
Fronda again with the backhand, open it up, staying inside. Nicholas, forehand rebote, a little too high. That kicked up in the overhead screen and out of play. 2 points for Fronda.
You're trying to pass your opponent, get the ball to the back wall, force him to make the rebote. Sometimes flirts with the overhead screen. Clearly that was the case there.
That serve is low and scoring. The ace for Fronda ties it up. 3-3.
All coming in low and staying low. You're absolutely right. The lower the player's arm is when he releases, in other words, from overhand to more of a sidearm motion, the lower the ball stays coming out of the service box.
Rebote forehand, dropped over the top. Here's Nicholas. Forehand rebote, he makes the save. Nicholas advancing, gets there before the second bounce. Backhand up at the 7 line. This one comes shooting off the back wall. Another save, that one a little low. Caught the pad is bad. 4 points for Nicholas.
Just trying to get it up to the front wall. Wasn't really trying to throw a drop shot, just trying to get it up to the front wall. Positioning was off, hit the pad. Pad, of course, is bad.
Nicholas there at the 11 line. The corner, rebote laid up. Nicholas on the costado. Little clip. Fronda standing there on the outside. Forehand right to the left side of Nicholas. Positioning. Rebote left side, one-handed save. Big bouncer, slows it down, takes Nicholas to the outside of the court. Puts it low and hard. A scoop by Ferronda. And that is tipped on the side wall. 4-4 is the score. Ferronda serves.
Uncharacteristic miss there for Nicholas at the side wall, given it's tough to make the catches there, but still.
Backhand by Nicholas. Low runner, able to pass. Not a lot on that rebote. Ferronda powers it to the inside. Nicholas runs under it. Backhand. Corner again, even less on that rebote. Saves it. Played back to the inside, dropping low. Ferronda just did catch that one in the air. Big backhand follows. Nicholas on the move. Up at the 6 line, turns the rebote to pass. Ferronda now back over the top. Nicholas on the inside. Inside placement, got him. 5 points for Nicholas of the Warriors. He's got a possible set point.
Very well played by Nicholas. To the inside, excellent positioning, very well done.
Ferronda from the 9 line. Costado. Nicholas not falling forward. He's back in there on the bounce. Powerful backhand. The tip. There's Ferronda on the backhand. Great catch again. Leaping at the 10 line. This one lobbed up and passing. Nicholas rebote off the side wall. Ferronda stands in there on the bounce. Shoots it high and hard. Nicholas has got to play on it. There's a backhand. All 2 wall. Out to the rebote on the 2 wall attempt. That scores.
5-5.
Ferronda's tied it up at 5-5. This is set point.
That was really well done. 2-all looked like it was potentially going out, was flirting with that outer boundary, but stayed in and scored. Look at this. You see Ferronda line it up. Boom. Side wall, front wall, floor, very much in. Now to the screen. Very well done.
Vault under serve. Second serve for Ferronda. Hard second serve is good. Nicholas on the left side. Running backhand, picked off. Here's Ferronda. Backhand. To the rebote, saved by Nicholas. We're only going to let this one pass. Turns it on the left side with a big bounce. Nicholas able to get back in there. Good control at the 12 line. Another hard backhand, another rebote. Left side, high off the front wall. This time Nicholas controls it on the bounce. Puts the forehand low and hard. The scoop is missed. Point and set. Nicholas takes it 6-5, 2 minutes. Minute and a half rather. We'll play set number 2. Needed all 11 points. Nicholas able to close it out 6-5 in the opening set. But you see Ferronda starting to figure this court out a little bit more. Saw a couple shots. Just got to see that over the course of a full set.
Definitely hung in there well. There we are on the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players take a break. About a minute and a half, 2 minutes here in between sets. See Douglas seated there on the bench. Nicholas consulting with Manny. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we switch to the Fireballs. Ferronda getting feedback from Hernandez. Shout out to Hernandez, who dislocates 2 fingers in his left hand, not his throwing hand, but you do use that hand to throw the left side. Gets them taped up, comes back out, and plays 2 matches.
Incredible.
So though I don't think he'll get the official player of the day, he is the player of the day. Amigarena there in the hoodie, also having played beautifully earlier today.
I mean, it's kind of the same theme as we saw from the last time the Fireballs played. I mean, good play by individually all 6 players, just
not finishing.
Yeah, not tough to finish it out. I think the first time they played this season, they won every opening set and just unable to close. Kind of holding true again here. Early part of our season, though. Still a long way to go. 15 full game days. The full 2024 spring season for each one of these 6 teams. We're ready to begin set number 2. Ferronda and Nicholas. Ferronda has the serve. Serve by Ferronda begins our second set. Good catch by Nicholas, launching the backhand. Ferronda able to get out there at the 5 line. The 2-wall keeps it inside. Good catch by Nicholas. Ferronda now at the 10. Hard backhand again. Nicholas looking to get out there for the rebote. He makes a save. Magic City bounce. Ferronda stays with it. The 2-wall off his footing. That lands in and scores. First point of our second set goes to Ferronda.
2-wall has been working for Ferronda, very much so.
Powerful serve is an ace. Ferronda, 2 quick points.
Serve has also been working for Ferronda. He's given Nicholas some difficulty there. Nicholas, who catches pretty much well everything, including the difficult balls. But again, once that serve makes contact with the side wall, especially deep, very tough to bring it in.
Back in there by Nicholas, right in the corner, comes shooting out. Ferronda, nice save on the rebote. Nicholas, quick turn to the inside. Ferronda, good catch up high. Here's the backhand. There's the overhead screen. Nicholas now coming back for it. Drops it just above the pad. Ferronda's there. Costado, drop shot. Not the first bounce. Not going to get the second. Nicholas up there. The high 3-wall play. Gonna score. It's the second bounce. Nicholas, it's his first point. Set number 2.
Ferronda was ready for the drop shot. I think he was ready to go back inside. Was not ready for the 3-wall play. That, of course, coming off the back wall really low.
Backhand from the 11 line, coming up the middle. Nicholas looking for the rebote. Save to the inside. The scoop is tipped. Nicholas ties it up, 2-2.
Ferronda maybe should have let that go, see if he could have gotten a better play off of the rebote. Ball seems like it was going to bounce high enough to do so. Went for the scoop, though, at the side wall. Tough play. Did not go his way.
Nicholas up the 8 line, forehand rebote, pushed up the middle, cutting inside, Ferronda. Was able to run under it. There's a backhand. Rebote left side. Kick off the side wall. Here's Nicholas. Good catch up high on the left side. Low runner. Ferronda's there. Rebote forehand. Pass Ferronda. He's got it high on the right side. Right back to Nicholas's feet. He's there to scoop it up again over the 9 line. Big backhand now. Ferronda backpedals quickly. Gets out there. Will kick off the side wall. Nicholas handles the 2-wall.
Beautiful.
Thrown in to score. 3-2 lead for Nicholas.
Ferronda knew it was coming. You saw him break to the outside. Just beautiful 2-wall there thrown by Nicholas. Saw his opportunity. Ferronda saw the opportunity. Tried to get there, wasn't able to.
Rote left side, up the wall. Ball's tipped. 4-2 lead for Nicholas.
These points can get away from you pretty quickly. Fronton needs to stay locked in here for the fireballs.
High hard backhand from Ferronda. Out to the rebote. Nicholas lays it up. Back on the inside. In and out of the basket it goes. 5 points for Nicholas. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Fronda's certainly made more difficult catches than that. Still not an easy catch coming off of the side wall. But has to get his mind back in the game.
And well-placed serve. Ferronda's got that one on the left side. Hard throw. Up to the rebote. Nicholas plays it inside on the feet. That ate him up. Knocked down and scoring for the win. Point, set, and match. Nicholas takes it in straight set, 6-5, 6-2. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming your way momentarily.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the side wall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Everybody, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Big win for the Warriors today, 6.5, just 1.5 for the Fireballs. Let's cut to some of the highlights right away and recap what we saw behind us. Stu got started with this opening match. That was Hernandez and Cabrera against Williams and Manny.
So tremendous play both by Hernandez and Cabrera, but standout play by Cabrera. I don't believe that Cabrera missed a ball in this first match.
I don't think so.
His court positioning was excellent. His throws were right on the wall. Some of the balls that have screwed him up the first couple weeks of play were not affecting him today. He just played absolutely great catch after catch after catch. Hernandez, on the other hand, dropping some drop shots, moving his opponents around. There, well, there's a score. That's what we're seeing. But as far as the replays go, we saw Hernandez running into. Okay, Hernandez is holding up to show that his fingers are bent.
Yeah,
so he wound up dislocating the pinky and the ring finger on his left hand, took a 5-minute timeout, came back to play.
Gutsy performance, and in the end.
And here, so there was some confusion there on the end. So it looked like it was potentially enhanced interference, meaning that the cesta touched the player. However, it was not called on the court, regardless of where it may have been seen, and it is not something that can be reviewed. Only line call to the outside can be reviewed.
Yeah, just to clarify that, ending that match in favor of the Fireballs. And the rest of the day, Stu, a lot of Warriors highlights here.
It's all Warriors. Douglas with throws like that, I mean, he was just powering the serve in, and also throwing more shots than we're used to seeing him throw.
Absolutely. This was at the end of the...
See, in that case, but that's the difference. You see Nicholas getting out of the way of one versus not getting out of the way of the other one. But look at Amiga Reina. Amiga Reina had arguably his best day of the season today. His catching on the left side was absolutely solid. He was actually able to throw a couple outside placements. Inaki trying to make some things happen, but Douglas's aggressive style of play with shots like that clearly stood out in this match and others. Not all others, just the one other that he played.
Look at this play from the outside. Cortada, very effective, just tipped by Amiga Reina. 6-5, 6-2 straight set victory for the top team.
But have
of the Warriors.
have to say that Amiga Reina just did a much better job today than we have seen in the past.
Absolutely.
That got us back to doubles. And here we had a switch. We had Jedden in the front with Ferranda in the back. Once a team makes that switch, they're stuck.
Yep.
That's it for the rest of the season. So that's what you'll be seeing. But I think it was the right decision to make, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Jedden, especially in that set, was it the first set or the second set where they had 4-0?
I think that second set with the 4-0 lead.
With the 4-0 lead. Jedden was spot on as far as his drop shots, as far as an aggressive style play.
Some
Here,
of these
he
highlights.
wants it outside really, really bad. He got it outside really, really bad. Nice effort by Correa to drop it in there. Then Correa turned on the afterburners. With serves like that, look where he crosses the wall. He crosses the wall just in front of the 12 line, setting up a next to impossible catch. Jedden can make that catch day and night. Have to believe that he knew that something was coming.
Yeah.
Have to believe that he knew that something was coming, and he went for it.
Look at this. I mean, great
Drop
sequence
shot.
here.
Look at Correa. Great legs, and then blast it outside. Outside placement of the forehand to score for Correa. Drop shot not working there for Jedden, just really well executed. Correa again today. Outside placement. He started off a little slow, then once he got started, he becomes very difficult to beat. We saw this the last time that the Warriors came out.
Yeah, great points, Stu. Can't stop that team at the end. Coming back in straight sets, 6-4 in set number 2, and then Douglas in singles picked up right where he left off.
So from Douglas, we're seeing a bit more aggressive play overall. He's throwing more shots. He's changing things up. Here we have a drop shot from about the 10 line. That was in Inaki's cesta, which leads you to believe, because that Inaki can make that catch day and night.
Right.
But if you're thinking about what you're going to throw when you're trying to catch, sometimes that screws you up, and I have to believe that was the case there with Inaki. Beautiful two-wall there executed by Inaki.
Gorgeous.
But it was this match was just Douglas. Inaki not used to Douglas throwing this many shots, and they worked. Very well done.
Look at that, even to the inside, placing the ball exactly where he wants. Well done there. And the defense to match as well. Look at this, stops another one on the outside. These Cortadas, vicious, just above the pad and scoring again.
Again, just a different style of play than we're seeing from Douglas. But Douglas has made quite a push to play permanently up in the front court, and if you want to play up there, you got to throw the shots, and he did it.
Final throw tipped there by Inaki. Straight set victory for Douglas, 2-0 on the day.
Brought us to our next matchup. Cousins in the front court. That's right, Williams and Joseph. Jedin, rather, sorry. It's the Jays that messed me up.
Yeah.
And usually I say Williams in relation to Joseph. Williams and Jedin. Williams backed up by Julin. Jedin backed up by Hernandez. Again, different style of aggressive. Clean miss there by Jedin in the front. Hernandez's right side was looking really good today, as was his backhand. Just wasn't quite as sharp as he was before the injury. And again, he's doing all of this with two dislocated fingers. I imagine he's going to get an x-ray.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing in that hand is broken.
Yeah, he was pulling a bunch of balls to that right side in this second match. And
yeah, because with the left hand, you've got to use the left hand on top of the right hand to push.
Yep. Unable to do so effectively there. You see a lot of these replays from the right. Nice rebote there, turned by Williams.
Williams doing everything right. Serves were in.
Just
making the rebotes. Williams did a fantastic job there in that match.
Yeah, tough miss there by Hernandez, ending that match in favor of the Warriors again in straight sets. Then the finale, Ferronda and Nicholas, second-ranked singles.
Ferronda got a few more points than I thought he was going to. Don't like to prognosticate. That's me. Don't like to prognosticate before the match. After the match, we'll say did not expect to see Ferronda do as well as he did. Thought that it was probably going to be a two-setter, and it was. But Ferronda scored some really good points. And Nicholas just wasn't ready for a number of the two walls.
All right, look at that placement to the inside. Right on the wall, cutting close.
Beautiful two wall there by Ferronda. Ferronda's two walls making the difference as far as getting the Fireball some points here in this final match of the day. But Nicholas was just too much, covering too much court, landing too many shots. Court familiarity of 3 years compared to only a few months here for Ferronda.
And backing up, unable to scoop that up. Nicholas, straight set victory, resulting in a big day for the Warriors. They take 6.5 of a possible 8 points, defeating the Fireballs 6.5 to 1.5. Let's pull up those season-long standings and see where all 6 of our teams stack up, Stu. Chargers and Warriors tied at the top and even on games played. Got the Renegades and Devils 1 game behind the other 4 teams. Right now, you see the top 4, Chargers, Warriors, Renegades, and Devils in that order, Fireballs and Cyclones. On the outside looking into the playoff picture, that's a right now, Stu. In spring 24, there are 4 teams that will make the playoffs, so 1 extra spot compared to last season. Going to give another team a chance to compete. Stu, player of the day for today. What are we thinking?
Few people to think about.
Yeah.
Miguel, for instance, had a standout day today, but unfortunately he wasn't on a winning team, wasn't in a winning matchup. So Miguel, fantastic day. Hernandez, 2 fingers out of place, standing in the middle of the court saying, look, I may need a break. 2 of my fingers are bending the wrong way.
Yeah.
Goes out, takes the 5-minute break, comes back in, plays 2 matches. How do you not say he's the player of the day? Well, he's not the player of the day, but obviously honorable mention to him. Specifically Douglas. I mean, Douglas showed us something a little bit more along the lines of what we want to see from him to be a Division I front quarter. If you want to be one of the best front quarters, you got to throw shots like one of the best front quarters. And that's what he's been doing today. He's been working on it in practice. Overall, today's the day where we saw him doing it a little bit more effectively than we've seen in days past. So for me, Douglas, without any question, I believe you agreed on this one.
Absolutely.
One of the very few times that we agreed.
We got it.
We don't agree on hair products, but we do agree that Douglas is the player of the day.
Yeah, let's hear from the captain of the Warriors. Hey guys, we are here with Douglas, player of the day for today. 2-0, getting started with that doubles win with Nicholas. What is it like having that caliber of backcourter behind you?
Yeah, no, having Nicholas in the back is great. You know, he makes it so comfortable out there because he catches everything. He doesn't do anything crazy. He keeps us out of trouble, and it just makes my game so much easier because I know that I don't have to worry about my partner in the back, and I couldn't ask for a better partner.
Yeah, and in singles play, a little bit aggressive from the start, throwing a bunch of shots. What's that mindset going out against the player in Inaki, who you've played many times on this court?
Yeah, me and Iñaki are really good friends. He's a great player. He throws a lot of shots when he has the chance. So I knew that if I kept him deep and threw backhand slow, forehand or botes to pass, and kept him back on the court, I could keep myself out of trouble, and I waited for the right opportunities, and I took them when I had them.
Awesome. Congratulations, Douglas. Big win for your Warriors today. He is our player of the day. And Douglas, our player of the day for today, 2-0, winning in singles and doubles. Well, Well, don't have to wait too long, Stu. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, 3 days in a row of Battle
5 p.m.
Court highlight.
Don't show up at 3:30. Well, you could show up at 3:30. You'll see a different type of highlight. But if you want to see Battle Courts, 5 p.m. tomorrow and Tuesday.
We're going to get started with a 6-ranked doubles matchup. It will be the Chargers and Devils. El Barba and Ubia against CRB and Robin. Then Zuleika and Olharan, top-ranked singles. El Barba and Benny against Robin and Rock. Then Iturbide and Ubia against Jairo and Urbieta, second-ranked doubles. Zuleika and Bradley take on Olharan and CRB. Division 3 doubles matchup. And then it will be one more, Stu. Benny and Urbieta, third-ranked singles, will close out the day.
Was that Nicholas? I need to know who to give the fine to. I just want to make sure. That was yeah. Did you catch Nicholas?
I didn't catch it.
I didn't know he had a sense of humor.
Wow.
He plays great highlight and he's funny. Win-win.
Chargers and Devils tomorrow. Stu and I will be back. Don't forget 5 p.m. Eastern start times. We continue on our Spring 24 season. Again, he's Stu Nyman. I'm Andrew Blackman. We'll be back tomorrow. Monday.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.